And here we are. Whiskey Wednesday, guys. Yeah.
We made it.
We did.
We
totally made it. We totally made it. And I'm getting the live chat fired up here, guys. Let's get
You'll
there.
never believe it. I was the first one in the chat.
No shit.
Oh, and I did a fucking typo. Damn it.
Way to go. Way to go. Mulligan.
I'm still the first one.
You made it.
I made it.
AZR was the first one. Replay crew, you're going to love that shit.
That's right. That is right. Well, happy Wednesday, good sir.
Justin's the winner tonight.
Justin. Yeah, Justin, you actually win because I'm a punk. Good evening, sir. Good to have you back.
Oh, glory.
Oh,
welcome,
glory.
Gen X. I don't even know what that says. Caca poo poo pee pee shire. Okay.
Robert Ham with the wait a minute.
Sir Bobbert Hamathy with the way, man.
Wait a minute.
Oh, glad to see you guys. Glad to see you guys jumping in here.
Y'all are flying in. Fantastic. Fantastic. Don't forget to hit that like button.
For sure.
Trying to get those likes up. Well, happy Wednesday, gang. I kind of dropped the ball this week. Normally I do a short prior to our live, and it just today has been something else. And so was yesterday. We got Justin with the jokes, the trophy of mayo.
And I'm drinking the Stars and Stripes edition of Yingling tonight.
That's about as American as you can get right there.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
I'm over here doing the hipster stuff with an IPA. Got that little green boat. It's a West Coast IPA. I can't get enough of it. It's a little pricey, but it's a damn good IPA. So
my cousin sent me a picture of one he got out in Wisconsin. He went and he was traveling and he got like a bunch of Buffalo Trace and Eagle Rare cigars.
Okay.
We went and got this big electric humidor and shit.
Nice.
He's like us. He gets into all like the cool beers and stuff and cool bourbons and everything else. Randall, good evening,
Randall's
sir.
Little Adventures. Good evening.
So he sent me this one, and I just looked at the picture real quick before I jumped on. I'll have to look at it and like check with you and see if you get that down there.
Yeah, I need to look for this. Look at the
Grit
color
and Grace. Hello, Grit
on
and
that
Grace,
one.
my neighbor.
That's
a beautiful amber.
It is. It's almost it has a red hue to it. Grit and Grace, welcome. Thank you for coming in.
Hi, Merle's mom.
That's right. Oh my God, that still tastes good even after having brushed my teeth. Yes, I am that OCD. Before I get on a live, I brush my teeth, and I put on cologne. Like,
dude, I do the same shit, but I do it every time I get out of the shower. I have the body spray and stuff.
Yeah, it's I don't know. I need to fix up the hair and beard when I have it. Yeah.
Brushing it all out and oils and everything. I got into the Old Spice fragrance for the body spray.
Okay.
It's called Dark Knight because I'm Batman with everything in my life.
It works.
Dark Knight is so nice. It's allegedly smells like black cherry and nightfall
and darkness. Yeah. TD Knives.
TD, welcome, sir.
We were just chatting over in Mainly's live. Mainly's competing against us, but I think he's about to wind it down. They're out fishing. Appreciate you popping in, TD. FYI, if you have not gone to TD's channel, he either just hit 100 subs or he needs one of y'all good folk to help get him over 100 subs. And so if y'all are able to hook a brother up, go check out his channel.
Cool channel.
Yeah.
Anything knives, I'm like,
right. Exactly. Well, gang, we've made it. We're halfway through the week.
He's already busting on us. We don't have beards. We have cruff.
I have cruff. I used to have a beard. I had an epic beard, actually. Go back and watch my old videos.
I too had
like less than a month ago. Yeah. So it's Wednesday.
Thank you, Grace.
We've made it. We've made it halfway through. I mean, we're already over halfway through the week. Tomorrow's Thursday. That's Friday Eve, really, is what that is. And to help that little to get over that crest, just all right. We bring you volume 14
Yes, we
of
do.
Whiskey Wednesday.
Yes. Yes.
Thank
Everything
you, Mel.
has sucked up to this point. Like the last 3 days at work has kind of
Oh.
freaking sucked for me.
Oh, I thought you were talking everything sucks like up to volume 14. I was like,
No. That's all awesome. Everything's awesome there. Like it's an amazing catalog.
That's right. I mean,
but Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday kind of freaking sucked.
Oh,
now we're here. We're here, guys.
I spent an hour and a half in HR today. Yeah. With no pants on. That's
tomorrow morning, TD will be live working on 2 knives. That is cool.
Oh, what time, TD? You going to put a post about that? Definitely want you. I'm an early bird. That's the only reason I ask. So I might be one of. It might be one of those. I catch it while I'm commuting. So it might be a listening thing.
Something I've been rolling around. I haven't got to talk to Andrew about this yet. Something I've been rolling around is creating a news group for all y'all folks. So that way when stuff happens, we have a chat with a bunch of us, and I throw out different things that I see. Y'all are welcome to throw out things you see. I'm actually thinking about creating a news group for all the folks. So if that's something y'all would be interested, let me know. I can create it and we can go from there.
That sounds good.
Just saying.
Yeah, I support it. No, I don't know what's going on with my nose. I haven't done a couple lines of Coke. Not yet. We got time though.
So, the night is young.
The night is young.
And ammo's expensive, so let's get to this shit.
Right. I've got someone a couple hours back. I got a young man that just turned 10 today, so I got to give him a birthday call here in a couple hours. And because you know what, when I tried calling before this live, he was out living his best life. I know I probably should have.
Jackson, welcome, brother.
Oh, Big Bearded Warrior. Good evening, sir. Oh, Jacob 2A.
Jacob 2A.
He snuck in there.
Just kind of slid right underneath the door.
That's how they do it. That's good though. I'm that's where the benefit of two of us on here. If one of us is Jabberjaw and the other can kind of pop their eyes down and see what's what. Because I want y'all to know, and I truly mean this, the lives are fun because of all of you. And I mean that. I say it at the end of all of our lives, but I truly mean it. I want y'all to know going into it. Archangel, good evening.
What's up, Jay bro?
Good evening. I enjoy the content between everybody in the chats, and then just the comments on the topics that we're talking about, and the insight, because there's so much knowledge in the chat. Like we're blessed to have this much knowledge in the chat. We really are. So it is fantastic.
You have a plethora of information right here, and a couple guys that we're just trying to do the best we can.
Right. I'm a hot mess. It's okay. I own it.
It's okay. You get to come here Wednesdays and look at Johnny Depth and Diet Kratos and have fun on a Wednesday evening.
All right. So TD Knives, I am not drinking a Coca-Cola. I am drinking. So I've got this evening, I've had it before. It's Little Green Boat IPA. It comes in at like 8 something. No, I'm sorry, 7. It drinks like an 8. Very good color. I did pour myself a little glass of my classic Lead Slingers. Not trying to get too wild tonight. I say that.
And I'm just drinking my staple apple juice.
Yeah.
and
Well,
the Yingling. I always have the puncher's chance over here, ready to
just
go,
just in case.
just in case, just in case.
Oh my goodness, that is such a good
So
beer.
yes, if you guys want me to start up a news group channel on a different app besides this, I will do so. Please let me know in the chat. Email me. My email's on the channel page in the description. Let me know, and I can get that set up with all of us in there. I actually have one here for my state people, my neighbors, and my friends around here in PA, but I will create one for the YouTube's crew. Let me know.
I think TD was referring to the lines of Coke. Now that I think about it, yeah, he just said it went over my head.
Yeah.
Yeah, maybe I've already done. Maybe I've already done it.
His arms aren't that long. He can't reach that high.
That's right. That's right. That's
Arms
right.
are too short to box with God.
Right. Exactly. Well, so as we've kept everyone in here for about 13 minutes or so, thereabouts, volume 14. And what could we possibly be discussing this evening?
He's taking point. He's taking point on this one. Okay, guys.
I am. And
he's taking point on this one. I don't know as much about the subject as he does, but everything pertaining to it, we're good.
So those of you that don't know, we live in a pretty wild and crazy world. And I'm going to start the conversation with some news that occurred that I briefly touched on, I think, on my live last Friday. And our friend Missouri Survival did a video on, kind of a shorter video on. Last week, I think early last week, there was a family, husband, wife, and 2 kids at a state park in Arkansas. There are 2 kids now without their parents because some jackass decided to go on a stabbing spree. And so I like Missouri Survival. I don't know all the details. I do know that I don't know if the dad was carrying anything, if he had any self-defense options, if they were caught off guard or what. But essentially, the dad, the husband, was attacked and stabbed. The mom took the kids, went back down the trail to the car, left them in the car, went to go back and check on her husband to meet the same fate. Did I mention that this wasn't in LA, and it wasn't in downtown Houston, it wasn't in New Orleans,
New York City?
It wasn't at Walmart. This was at a state park. A family and their kids just going for a nice hike. I don't believe they were camping. I think they literally just went to the
DJ, welcome, brother.
Oh, yep. Good evening, DJ the Metalhead Mercenary. So, and Sister Krista popped in.
Krista, good to see you.
That is so now we have two kids that are growing up without their parents, and my condolences to the family and these kids. Man, that'd be great, TD. So yeah, and it's one of those, like, even if I knew, because I do know who this jackwagon is that did this. He doesn't get any attention. What I will tell you is that at one point in time he was in Texas. He was a teacher. Just a teacher, again, someone that we send our kids to go spend 8 hours a day with, if you choose to do that. And I'm not knocking public school. I'm not knocking private school. I'm not saying homeschooling's the option. I'm just saying this is what it is, right? Because there's plenty of dirtbags in life that are in roles that they shouldn't be. And prior to discussing this, because I thought about doing a standalone video prior to this, and I talked with Metal about it, and I even talked with Missouri Survival a little bit, because like he said it, and there's so much. Y'all see it on the YouTube where like all of a sudden everyone hops on the same bandwagon, right? Like, oh, Metal did a video about ARs, I'm gonna do one, and so is this person. Like, so whatever the hot topic is, and I didn't want it to be that, because I wasn't trying to take any of his glory about the about that. But he made a good point. It's like, hey, it's more about spreading information, and I'm happy he said that, because that's really I'm giving him kudos right now, because he's the first person I've seen do a video on it that's in the network that I'm watching. And so it really kind of inspired the topic here. Hold on here. Abby and Libby. Oh, that's crazy, Gen X. I had not heard that story. That's wild, but it all kind of ties in to tonight's topic. And I'm not even going to say it's an original topic. That's not what I'm saying. But what I want everyone to realize, the bad stuff, it happens everywhere. Okay? Like, it's like I know, right? With my work, if I'm driving, if I know I'm going to have to drive into Third Ward in Houston, I kind of know what I'm getting into, right? So, one, I'm trying not to go there, but two, sometimes you have to go someplace, or sometimes you get turned around and you end up someplace, something like that. The places that you feel are safe and unassuming and everything else, like, it's happening. Guess what? There are break-ins in town in people's houses, and there are break-ins in the country in people's houses. My wife's uncle up in Missouri, he sometimes watches on occasion. Had that reason. He lives in the middle of damn nowhere. And some dude walking around his house with a baseball bat. Like, okay, so what kind of shit are you on? Where you just walking, come on. Like, this is what we're doing. We got some dude walking around the parks of Arkansas, which are beautiful parks, by the way. If you have not been to any of the parks in Arkansas, you're missing out. As with most state parks and national forests and everything else. Let's see. Yeah, Warrior's been following that one too. So what I'm getting at, and I don't think I need to tell anyone in the chat right now. So this might just be a refresher of generalized knowledge. This might be for the YouTube crew. It might be for whoever needs to hear it. You need to, if you haven't already, figure out what the laws are in your state for carrying protection. And when I say protection, a firearm. And because you got some states that are constitutional carry and you don't have to do anything, and that's fine. Many states, they have either a concealed carry permit or a license to carry or something. I'm not telling anyone what to do. If you feel that you're comfortable with the constitutional carry and just do that, that's fine. If you want to have a sidebar conversation with me, why I feel you should go ahead and get your state licensing, we'll talk to you. Or someone wants to ask in the comments, I will gladly go into that. But what I'm saying is you need to figure out what it is so that you are following things to the letter of the law to protect yourself legally, and that you have something to protect yourself personally.
Yes.
Law enforcement's great. We get a lot. Randall Munson. I have not seen you. I haven't seen that name in a minute. Good evening, sir.
Welcome, man.
Welcome. You need to be carrying. Okay, do it for your family. Do it for yourself. Find out what the laws are to protect yourself, again, legally. But you're doing this, that's all going to kind of blur together here. And if I've said it once, I've said it 1,000 times. From the moment I get up until I go to bed, I'm strapped. All right. Now, like, oh, but Andrew, but you've been on this workout journey. So when you're out in the garage, you're working out and you're strapped. Yeah, in some capacity. Trust me, if it's not just sitting right there on one of my benches, it's in the bag. I created a bag to carry out to the garage with me for that. Oh, but Andrew, what about when you go on your rucks or you're doing, you said your fat ass started jogging. What do you? Yeah, that's why I have that little 511 chest pack. Guess what it has in there? My driver's license and my fucking gun. Okay, that's what it's got. Um, well, but what about when you go to bed? Oh, yeah, you caught me, or did you? That's when my nightstand gun comes into play.
It's like Mexican judo. Judo know if I got a knife. Judo know if I got a gun.
You don't know.
Like, here's something I do in the shower. I don't have a shower gun. I have
Yes.
a shower triangular dagger that literally has the triangle shape to it. ABS plastic in an ABS sheath with paracord lanyard hanging around my shower head. Should something happen and somebody intrudes into the bathroom that needs to be dealt with, I got that right there. It's got a nice grip on it. If I have soapy hands, whatever, good luck sewing that up.
Yeah. Exactly.
I don't want to put a firearm in that environment because of rusting and so on and so forth. But that ABS plastic, hit it with some freaking Dawn Power Wash and a little scrub mommy, rinse it off, and it's good to go and stick back in.
You're golden.
Mm-hmm.
You're golden. I'm kind of catching up on some of these comments here. Big Bearded Warrior has a garage gun. I support that. Got TD talking about in Texas, is your truck part of your house? So that does kind of tie into the castle doctrine.
Yes.
Folks can look into that. Again, Texas is a constitutional carry state. I know TD and I talked about that on another live a little bit. But yeah, if someone wants to go more into that stuff, we will. But what I want y'all to realize is that, oh, hey, Metal, I'm gonna run up and I'm gonna go top off with gas real quick. But I'm wearing my jogging shorts because I just got done working out. I don't, my 19's heavy. I don't
Use a belly band
or a sling pack or a million other things. It takes 2 seconds, and I'm telling you, like that whole catchphrase, I'd rather have it and not need it than need it and not have it.
Exactly.
I can't emphasize that enough.
Yes. Stay strapped or get clapped. George
Yes.
Washington, probably. Now,
Most likely.
allegedly. Now, I'm talking about I'm talking about getting a motorcycle and starting down that whole rabbit hole of riding, right? After talking to this guy and then going and watching Prepared Citizen stuff, and he's got a Grom, I'm like, okay, I started researching Groms and I'm going for a Grom so I can turn it into a street and trail bike and later get a Can-Am Spyder F3 Limited or an RT Dark Wheels Limited later so the wife and I can go cruising and pull a trailer and potentially get out and about. With me riding a bike, I normally just throw my stuff in the back seat of the truck and I roll. Okay, I carry and then I leave it in my armrest and lock it up. I can't do that on a bike. I can't. I got my lunchbox and my hoodie in the back because now it's starting to get chilly up here in the mountains in the morning. So I'd have to have something. You better guarantee that my EDC pack that I have now, the one I did the video on, the sling bag, I got an upgraded version of that I can put on in front of me for carrying the things while I'm riding the bike that I can get into. So I upgraded that so I can. I'm doing what I need to do so I make sure I have that thing on me. Doesn't do you any good if it's sitting home in the dresser or hanging up in the safe or sitting locked away in a case in a closet or something. Doesn't do any good. And I want to take it another step. Another step. I'm a Glock guy. So is he. So are some of you. So are many people out there. We do not have a manual safety on the thing. I carry with one in the pipe, ready to go. I have the sense and I have the training. I have spent the reps. I have spent the time to practice with that thing, carrying it every day. I know not to put my booger hooker on the bang bang switch till it's time to go boom boom. I don't need a manual safety because I'm trained to that level. Don't be afraid to carry with one in the pipe. Just keep your finger off the freaking button. Keep everything away from the button. Make sure if you're using a holster, you're using a holster that encompasses the trigger. So that way you do not have to deal with something of, I blow my nuts off. Right?
Right.
Just saying. One in the pipe, you don't need a manual safety. Get a good holster. But carry the damn thing on you. And if you don't like it, get your butt cheeks tight. Get them tight tonight.
Facts. Which is a great, segue into the next part of this. I said I always carry, right? I always carry. I got it on me. If you don't know me by now, I would not consider myself a gun snob. Now, everyone likes what they like. As Metal was saying, I'm a Glock guy. He's a Glock guy. A lot of fans of that. I also understand that maybe you're new into this world, and you also have other priorities, and you can't just go out and you can't just go out and drop $5,000 on stuff. I get that.
Yeah.
There's a lot of good stuff out there. There's a lot of good firearms out there that are affordable, and there's different options. And I know we've talked about it on here. I know I've talked about it on my lives. They have the LE trade-in Glock program. You can get sometimes a lightly used Glock that may just have some holster wear for a very good price, and they typically have night sights. Right. The other part of that, not only with the type of firearm that you get as far as like the brand and everything, the gun you don't carry does you no good. I'm going to say that again. The gun you don't carry does you no good. And I'm going to give you an example. In a galaxy far, far away, or a time long ago, I one time was working at a gun range. I remember this gentleman came in. Once I start explaining him, you'll know the type. He was, all right, Marines, slow your roll. He was former Marine. All right.
They have Welch's, like Welch's fruit snacks that are shaped like crayons now.
That's
legit.
I need to buy those and just start sending them out. But, and this guy, I believe he served kind of the tail end of Vietnam, thereabouts. He might have been a little after that. I do believe he served during some conflict. Okay, so I'm not knocking him. And his, you know what his carry gun was, or what? No, you want to know what the gun he shot at the range was? It was Kimber. It was a Kimber 1911 45. It was a pretty gun. It was nice. Every time I saw this guy, every time he came to the range, he was almost always wearing like some type of shorts, all right, and like a t-shirt. And whatever the style of shorts he was wearing, I'm getting at, the style of shorts he was wearing was not conducive for carrying a full-size 1911. So sat in his bag, right? And he was an okay shot with him. I thoroughly enjoyed proving him wrong that yes, you got beat by some lousy ass Coast Guard guy with a gun he's never shot before. But The point being, if that's your go-to gun, if your go-to gun is a 1911, that's what you want to carry all the time. That you are hell bent on that. I'm not knocking.
Right. No, you're
What
carrying
I'm
a gun. Good on you.
what I'm telling you is, if you're telling me you're carrying that all the time, and you just got some knit shorts on, I
Wait a
mean,
minute.
yeah, so some I'm gonna have to start raising that bullshit flag, because you're,
Right?
you're not. You're not.
No.
So it's, guess what? It's okay if your primary gun is some full-size badass combat gun, and then your everyday gun is like a little pocket 9, 380, 22 Magnum, 22,
Here's
38.
something interesting that was brought up on EDC's live last night. I was on EDC's live, and they were talking about 22 being lethal. You're damn right 22 is lethal. Otherwise, it wouldn't be the go-to survival round to carry for survival. Okay? Think of it. 223/556. It's still a 22 caliber, jacketed, little beefed up,
Mm-hmm.
a little bit more behind it, but it's still in essence a 22 caliber, to be fair and
Yeah.
factual with data. 22s can be carried as a defense weapon. And if you're worried about weight, you can always slimline the thing. Glock has the 43, the 43X, the
The
42.
42, the 44. The 44 is a little big, but
44
it's
is a little bit bigger, but it's a 22.
yeah.
A little bit lighter in the ammo, a little bit
Yeah.
lighter in its britches, but it'll still do the damn job.
Or a revolver.
Make those things work for you. They have feather lights.
Yeah,
They
the air
have,
weight. Yeah.
yeah, like there are ways around it. You just have to work the problem to come to the solution.
So TD threw a good comment in here, and again, I apologize for being slow on the responses here. Smaller guy loves his G2 and shorts, but then when he's wearing pants or jeans, it's a 1911, and that works. That works, and I know he's also in a warmer environment like I am, and several months out of the year, you're probably wearing shorts, and again, it's something, so maybe your little pocket 380 or something like that, it has between 5 and 10 rounds, right? That's a spare mag is nothing. Like it's nothing. See, because I am a big believer in a spare mag, but like if you're limited and all you can do is one mag, hey, hopefully those 5 to 9 rounds can get you out of and get you to a point where you can retreat or get some more ammo or whatever.
Train with those 5 to 9 rounds. Make them count.
Yep.
Know how to make them count.
Multi-targets, stuff, whatever you need to do, and critical hits, practice. That's what it comes down to. So it's your environment, it's your personality, and your training. And just know, like, whatever that is, make it work for you, so that you always carry. Because if it's inconvenient, you're not going to do it. Right?
If it's inconvenient and uncomfortable, you're not going to do it. So here's my challenge. Embrace the suck. Don't be a freaking pansy, and push yourself just a little bit. I'm not asking for a lot. I just say a little bit to carry that extra mag, to carry that pistol with one in the pipe, to do these things, to potentially expand yourself. It's like training. If I take and I just walk a track, the same track every single day, I'm only going to get to a certain point and I'm going to plateau. Right? I mean, you go out and do all kinds of like walking around with packs and plate carriers and dogs and everything else, and you're always challenging yourself, are you not?
Yep.
Why not challenge yourself to the next level and train yourself to that next level? Don't just be, I'm comfortable here, because where you're comfortable right now might not work for you whenever your moment comes for the SHTF in your life.
So some folks brought some good stuff up in the comments here, and I appreciate that people brought this up. Where sometimes you have employers that I like to call are bad Americans, and and you can't carry at work. And the other side of that is, guess what? We
Still
all have
America,
to work.
right?
Well, we all have to work. You know, like none of us are independently wealthy. We all have jobs to do, but there are some workarounds because I want everyone to know that ACR nor Metal are telling you to break any laws. That
No.
is not what we're getting at here. That is not the name of this game.
We're telling you not to break laws.
But there, you got folks like, well, so you drive from your house to work, and maybe that's 13 miles, right? And you can carry there. Maybe you can't carry at work, and you leave it in your car. Let's talk about some protocols that you should consider there. If you're always carrying at work, or not at work, but if you're always keeping a gun in your car, we probably should step up from just under the seat and in the glove. Like, we should probably step it up to some type of lockable device that's cabled to the car. Okay, like, let's not make it easy for someone to do that. Let's also think about our vehicle, right? Let's also make sure, and I don't want to take anybody's pride or morale away from anybody, but if you have a bunch of stuff that says 2A or Glock rules, and anything like that that advertises that you are a fan of firearms or Second Amendment or anything else like that, it is kind of a little hint to the asshats that want to break into your car. Like, you may not be carrying anything, but they'll bust out a $300 window to find out you don't have anything in there. Okay. But if you just have a regular vehicle, and I'm not, this could even put us down in another rabbit hole, because when you start putting stuff about your family and your kids and everything, well, now you're letting all the predators know the creepiness. They can, oh, well, yeah, I've got all these kids. Oh, my kids attend such and such junior high. And,
Hey, do you like popsicles? You want to come down to my basement and see who can swallow the most Tylenol PMs?
Get your fine ass over here. Like,
Get your fat ass back here, paper boy.
So if you're going to keep those guns in your car, the firearms in your car, because you've pulled up and you have to go into this federal building where you can't carry in their metal detectors and all that other stuff, or you're going to work or something like that. Like, but no one's telling you can't have it before you go to work and you can't have it after you go to work. All right. So there are some workarounds there. And different companies say different things. Right. That's one. Some are fine with it. Some are not.
Some companies have certain policies, but then your branch has other policies because of reasons. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
I work
Makes
for a
sense.
worldwide company. We're out in podunk middle of nowhere, but my boss knows me, and he is thankful that I do what I do. I am the only one that does what I does, and there's a reason. We have literally in the bathroom. There's no men's, women's. There's 3 bathrooms in the place, and they're completely open to whoever. Now, in the main bathroom in like the office, there is a one of those little plastic things you can slide a paper in, that was a safety briefing like years ago, and we have to do yearly trainings on this stuff and whatever. When I did the training, a question came up on the computer, and I started uproariously laughing when it came to active shooters. I look at their policy. I'm like, okay, for the normie, that's okay, but for anybody that carries and is trained, you're laughing at it, right? Because it's totally wrong. When the question came up, what do you do when there's an active shooter? My answer to the question was not in the multiple choice. And I asked my boss legitimately, because I was a new guy then. I asked my boss, I said, "Hey man, like my my answer is not in the multiple choice here, A, B, or C. Like it's not there." He's like, "Well, what's your answer?" I was like, "Two to the head, one to the chest." He's like, "What?" I was like, "Two to the head, one to the chest." He looked at me, he's like, "I thought that edge was two to the chest, one to the head." I was like, "No, I'm special forces." He's like, "Oh." He's like, he asked me if I carried and so on and so forth. He's like, "Please make sure you bring what you have that you normally carry. It's welcome. I'm not telling anybody else. It's welcome."
But you wouldn't know if you didn't have the conversation.
Exactly. So since
But
then,
know your audience.
He has counted on me to have what I do. I don't, it's not overt, nothing's out there like, "Hey," but if something happens, let me put it this way, we're out in the middle of nowhere. So for police to respond to a situation, it's going to be at least a half hour, 45 minutes. What do you think is going to happen in that amount of time?
Too much is what's
And
going
a
to happen.
company will tell you to hide and barricade the doors and throw things at the attacker and so, done. The rest of us are going home.
Well, and then some other things that that kind of tie in with that. So I did everyday carry. Welcome. I'm not sure if you caught that. I saw
EDC.
you sneak in there.
Welcome. Brother.
These asshats, these terrorists. That's what we're going to go ahead and call them. That's or just disgruntled employees. But guess what? If you know you're still an asshole. They're not going to want to go into places. You know, these bad guys, these asshats, they love gun-free zones.
It's a welcome sign. It's a welcome mat.
Especially if those gun-free zones don't have any law enforcement or security or anything as a deterrent. You know, so it really has a lot to do with where you work and knowing what's going on, knowing your policies, knowing what you can and can't do. So that really, that's a very deep rabbit hole that we can go into. And kind of the last part for me, and I literally just had 2 words on here for the last point, and I just put troubles everywhere. And it kind of we kind of came full circle here, right? You know, it's one of those. It's not you're at the park, and maybe not a state park, maybe a park with your kids, or you're going to get ice cream, or you're at the store because you got a grocery shop, or you're at the mechanic or the tire shop, or you know, the hardware store. I mean, all these, the mall, the movie theater, a concert, what, you know, whatever, all these places, you know, somehow assholes still manage to find ways to do bad things.
Bad guys will always walk through whatever posted sign there is. They will always do it. They don't care.
Apparently those words didn't do that much. It's I can't bring a gun in here. That sign told me not to. You know, you mean to tell me the same criminal that shouldn't have the gun to begin with? You're talking that one. But hey, you know what? We should
restrict a good guy.
Let's change the gun laws. You mean the gun laws that they're not listening to anyhow? Like that? That's where we're going with that. So
wait a minute. Real big wait a minute.
Right. So it's frustrating, and I don't want anyone. And we've said this a million times too. This is not
a Randall. I agree, Randall. If you can see me, you're in fact not in a gun-free zone, regardless of the signage.
Right. Facts. The
It's just a suggestion.
right, right. This is not a fear mongering live. These aren't fear mongering channels. In fact, most of y'all are of the same mindset. That's not what this is about. I don't believe in that, but I do believe in awareness. I believe in bringing things forward to the table, um, reminders, refreshers, whatever you want to call it. It's one of those. And I talk about them all. I got this buddy of mine that he has his LTC, he has all this stuff. Former Marine, used to be a cop, all this, and he just, I just don't want to carry. But I was like, listen, what I need you to do, I need you to stop being a little bitch, and like, oh, because he's kind of a bigger guy. He's like, working on that though. He's being better. So if you're watching this, bro, good on you because you've made significant gains. But you can't tell me that I can't find a belt or a holster. Yes, you can. Yes, you can. Don't tell me that. You can find a way to make this work. You just need to want it. That's really it. Just like getting in shape. You've got to want it, right? It's so
you have to commit.
Yeah,
100 million% commit.
Oh yeah. A long time ago, I kind of made this determination that if I can't carry my gun in there, maybe I shouldn't be there. And really, most of the stuff I like to do, either I can carry it or I can do it online. You know what I mean? So it's.
I have a fun time. I'm not saying a hard time, a fun time. Whenever I have to go into an area that I can't carry a gun because it's county or state or federal or something, knowing very damn well that I have shot at the same range as these officers, and me and my understudies and my kids can outshoot every single one of those Leos. I have a hard time not carrying and they're carrying. I'm like,
Right.
I'm dependent on that guy.
Yeah.
They can't even, not even a mile or a half mile. My dude can't even run a quarter of a mile, draw and put rounds on target effectively. I can't English. Effectively at 5 yards. The fuck?
Yeah. Well, and this is not a dig at any agency. I know there's
No,
plenty of
absolutely not.
there are plenty of LEOs that go above and beyond and require training. But I'll tell you right now that like with HPD, their requirement for their officers once a year. That shoot once a year. Now, a lot of them, I knew several that would come in probably twice a week and shoot. And they literally they come in uniform because they got to shoot for free.
Yep.
Come in, they'd shoot 50 rounds. While sitting there, they'd clean their service weapon, load it back up, and roll out. Then you'd have others that would come in 2 weeks before their qualification, and they'd show their badge like, hey, I'm with HPD, and they'd go and you'd be watching and be like, well, the safest place to be in this situation is in front of them. So, and that's kind of the dickhead thing to say. Like a good person says, hey, would you like some help? Like, and it's not me trying to be better than you. It's not me trying to hit on you if you're a female. Or it's just say, hey, I will help you if you would like it. But I'm also not gonna sit there and be the person that's gonna do unwanted assistance, right? Like it's just I'm fine. All right, you're fine. What precinct do you work out of? Because I'm moving.
Right.
I don't need you responding to my house. Like, you might shoot me.
I have a few of my boy band that work in corrections, and they still have to go out and qualify. My boys take it a step further on their qualification because it's not difficult enough for them. They shoot non-dominant hand. in some cases, a pistol that they do not practice with or train with, and they still qualify.
Yep.
That's kind of their own like internal flex, but everybody else is like, what the fuck? You just shot non-dominant and qualified? And they're like, yeah, it's easy. They're like, how do you think that's easy? They're like, are you fucking kidding me? You haven't seen the courses that fucking metal puts us through.
Well, just practice in general. You know what I mean? Like you got to want to be better. Like it's, um, you, and those of you that don't do any practice with your non-dominant hand, shame on you. You need to,
For real.
For a variety of reasons, not just because your dominant hand got shot or something like that. There are some tactical reasons why it's nice to be able to do that with your other hand and arm and eye.
I've broken my dominant hand before. I'm right-handed. I've broken my hand before that I could right while I was in a cast, but it looked like shit. So I started signing shit with my left. Kind of dawned on me. And this was like when I was in 7th grade. I started practicing with my left hand to write, to sign things if I needed to. Just my name, just signature, whatever. But then whenever I started shooting, I started understanding the importance of practicing both hands. Same with martial arts. I may take and go southpaw or I may go normal, but I have to understand ambidextrous. If I'm doing knives, I have to understand ambidextrous because you may not be able to grip with this hand. You may have to grip with this hand. You have to train with both freaking hands. If you're working on something as a mechanic, you may not be able to get it with this hand, but you may be able to get the ratchet with this hand. Just saying.
A more current example of that, y'all remember around the 4th of July, ACR cut his hand pretty damn good. ACR probably should have gone to the doctor, but he didn't. He got it fixed up. But I'll tell you, you know what? I had to reevaluate some things because I was taking my gun out and I was trying to grip it. And again, I really cut the hell out of these fingers right here, right where you grip. And I was like, you know what? If I'm using my right hand, I'm probably more of a problem than I am a solution right now. And I got to thinking, I was like, you know what? I think I need to switch to lefty for a while. And I took it to a whole new level. Because I recently got the holster and my new TLR7 and everything. I was like, God damn, I don't want to go and buy another holster and all that for left-handed. And I remembered, but my dad's XD9, when he bought it, the guy told him he had a holster for it, was a left-handed holster. so what I did, I just switched it up. Now I shoot the XD. It's not my favorite gun. I like it. It's fine. But you know what? All I had to do was just put that on my left-hand side. And because I practice drawing every single day, it took a little bit, but you know what? I'm probably not as fast with my left hand as I am my right, but I felt more confident knowing that,
right.
Okay, we can do some stuff still. And
after you start putting in reps, you get better with it.
You think? Like,
maybe really? A little bit, maybe just a little tiny bit, but
it's one of those like that. There's a real world example of something that I recently did a month ago. For about, it was about a week and a half that I was doing that, and then my hand started functioning. I was like, okay, we can switch it back. And but hey, that's one of those things you can do at the range, right? You do it in a training environment. Shoot with your left hand. That I think
no, they're not. They're not, what's Randall. You said that? So alcohol and knives are not good together. Ask my neighbor.
Ask
Andrew.
Me. The daddy may have been drinking, and so but yeah, no, you can go to the range in a training environment where it's safe and get an idea of how you function with your left hand and or your right hand if you're left-handed. Just but again, if you're not training, if you're not thinking about these things, and that's again another reason I like doing these lives with everybody is sometimes just coming up with stuff that maybe you hadn't thought of, or maybe you hadn't thought of for a minute. Different ways to make yourself a little bit better, make yourself a little more prepared for hopefully something that never happens.
And
Prepare
something
for something that may not happen.
exactly. That's why you're preparing, because you don't know.
Mhm.
Addressing the chat here, talking
Mhm.
about left-handed, right-handed. I have a nephew, my other nephew, my son-in-law, my son-in-law. I have like 7 or 8 people in my tight inner like bullseye circle that are left-handers. I'm a righty. They always end up having to embrace the suck and deal with an AR that's opposite side. But they do make ARs that are left-handed.
Mhm.
2 of my nephews have them. Now, that being said, there's a lot of pistols out there now that allow you to at least they have the ambi slide catch. You can drop the slide, catch the slide
Mhm.
either side, and you can reverse the mag release. The ejection port's still the same, unfortunately, with the pistols, but the ARs you can purchase with a left slinging or a right slinging. Just saying. You like my main rifle, my SIG, is fully ambi. Left or right handers, I set it up that way. So if I'm using it right or I'm using it left, I can manipulate it either way. My DMR is set up strictly right because I am strictly right. I am only using that in a right capacity. My little guy is set up ambi because I could be left or right. I've tried to school people in the fact of throw ambi stuff on your main battle rifles. Reason being, I was taught when I'm shooting, I put it on fire with my thumb and I put it on safe with my trigger finger on the opposite side because it's ambi. So that way I ensure that my finger is off the trigger. An extra safety feature that was programmed into this beautiful ball dome of mine. Fire with thumb, boom, 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 boom. Safe, trigger fingers out the well.
Howdy, Lawfully. Welcome, sir.
Lawfully. Good to see you, man.
So, TD Knives, ACR, can you tack up lefty? So, when you say tack up, I'm not sure if I know exactly what you mean by that. I might be calling it something else. Unless, what
Can
are you
you go
thinking?
left around a corner? Like go
Oh,
from transition left and shoot
oh, yeah,
left
yeah,
effectively.
yeah.
Tack up.
But it takes practice. That's one of those. That's something I could. Anyone can always do more. But yeah, I can do that. I feel fairly confident in that. Yeah. Um, for some reason, I saw that kind of glance. I thought you meant like a tactical reload lefty. I'm like, yeah, I can do that too. It's a little challenging. Uh, if you're talking like doing the slide against your pants and stuff like that, it is a little awkward. Don't do that in shorts.
Nah, not a fan.
Not a fan of doing it in shorts or at all.
No, I chicken wing.
Okay, now that works too.
Chicken wing
Yeah,
or over the top and pinch between your bicep and your forearm.
yeah.
Rack it that way.
If you're wearing like BDUs, that seam where that pocket is catches it quite well. That's that's
Yes, it
that's
does.
typically what I do. And but like the jeans I'm wearing right now, I'd almost have to do it on the seam, on the side, to be effective there. Hey, Lawfully, I had a quick question for you, sir. You were in Prepared Seas live the other morning, and you mentioned something about TMT. Is he good? You don't need to put out all his business. I thought I saw something about TMT. I just want to make sure everything's cool there.
Moral of the story with all of this, make sure you're carrying, whether it's an ankle holster, a pocket, an inner waistband, an outer waistband, if you're carrying small back, if you're carrying appendix, if you're carrying 3, 4, I don't care what time you're carrying it around your body, right? If you're carrying off body, but it's attached to your person, if you're wearing a belly band, my wife and neighbor went out on a walk with the dogs this evening. Guess what? Mrs. She was wearing a belly band with G19.
Nice.
She could do it. And the neighbor, she was carrying her 365 with a belly band. They were both
Excellent.
carrying, right? If those two beautiful ladies can do it, anybody can do it.
Yes.
Make sure you're carrying the shit. It's simple.
So
Simple,
it
really.
is. And I think I'm glad you brought that up because this is a part that I had forgotten about for a moment, and shame on me because we have some amazing ladies in our chat that watch our stuff.
Yep.
It is sadly a guy's world when it comes to carrying and everything else, and women wear form-fitting clothes and everything else. All that said, they do
And we're
make,
thankful for that
yeah,
in some cases.
right. But they do make solutions for you ladies now, because I mean it's one of those like if you're an inside the waistband holster, for a dude it's like, oh, I wear a 34-inch waist, I'm gonna either I'm gonna get pants that have a little stretch to them, or I'm gonna get the next size up so I can do it that way, whatever. Like it's But however, with women, like you can't get another size up and do that. Just it looks weird, and that's not trying to be funny or anything.
Right.
It just doesn't work. So
There are
things like
companies
those
out
belly
there that make those belly bands. There are companies out there that make bra holsters for women. Dina Adams makes, I see it on Facebook all the time. Like I followed it for my wife and for my daughters. She makes like clothing for women that have holsters. My wife and I went to that gun store I talked about on my Sunday BS session, and she saw purses hanging on this like tree over there and was like, okay, well, let me go check them out. They're obviously it's in a gun shop, so it should be carry purses, right? What my wife says. Now, mind you, some people here have met my wife, some have not, including yourself, Andrew. My wife likes really nice stuff like Michael Kors and all that kind of stuff, and all the like nice stuff, Louis Vuittons and all that stuff. She likes that stuff, but she will turn it down because she cannot carry two things: her armor plate and her pistol. But they look really nice. When she saw those purses and handbags hanging on that tree, she's like, "Why do companies make the most like hideous stuff for women for their purses for conceal carry?" Every one of my wife's purses has to have two things: a place for her to secure her pistol and an armor plate. Granted, it's only like a side plate, but it's enough for her to have
something.
some type of protection. But they're all hideous, so women then don't want to carry them.
Right. Because you know what? It's okay to carry your stuff and look good, ladies. Like and be classy and enjoy what you have. It shouldn't be like, well, I can carry my stuff, but it looks like I'm carrying around a rust bucket or And so, little side note here, I am working with Discovery of Stitches, ladies, to come up with some options there, so that we're doing more things that look nice and uh, fashion and function, So be on the lookout there.
I have to address a question really quick.
Mm-hmm.
It's been asked a couple times, so I have to address it. DJ Metalhead Mercenary has asked me, when am I starting producing equipment?
I'm glad
and
you
gear?
circled back to that because he asked that forever ago.
And the thing is I really don't know at this point. I am so sorry, folks. I have been upside down, backwards, inside and out. I am prolapsed at this point with all the stuff I am juggling. I don't have any good answers for that. I am hoping that once I have my parents' estate settled and I don't have to go over there and constantly play caretaker to the place. I went over the other day to mow. The power was out. So I have to call the power company and wait around for the linemen to come out and do all the things and so on and so forth, plus take care of everything that I have, plus get rid of shit, plus clean stuff up, plus fix things and so on and so forth to sell the place, plus take care of everything here, plus everything at work, plus everything in life, plus still trying to keep up on my own training. I have so many irons in the fire, it's not even funny. Once I can like get some of that off my plate, that I can focus on the actual business of things. I still have scrim wraps. I still can do pack covers. I can still do helmet covers. You have to like literally go to my channel page, look at the email, and email me. Give me dimensions of your pack, length, width, and height, and I can make a scrim cover for you and work out terms to send you a scrim cover for your packs. Let me know your handrail length of your rifle, and I can make you a rifle wrap. Email me, and I can help you out. I have a book out there with stuff written down for people, and I'm sending stuff out. I just need to know what people need.
Hell, I still
can
need
talk
to do
with
that.
you personally about prices and all that kind of stuff. I can hook certain folks up. I am on pause for the moment because of life. 26, it's an even year. OCD, I'm rolling in 26. There it is.
That's
Come
good.
hell or
Update.
high water. I don't care if I'm like producing like Pez dispensers.
As
I'm
long as
doing
they're
something
camo,
Tin Man in 26.
right? No, that's good stuff. And again, like this whole chat, like it again, it's the guys club with some amazing women in this chat too. We just had someone else. Is that Mo Style? Welcome. Thanks for
Mo
popping
Style,
in.
what's up, buddy?
The ladies, you are not forgotten. And I, you know, and I'm glad Metal brought that up with his wife and her friend neighbor going out walking dogs. Guess what? Two ladies out walking dogs. There's some creeper with creepy intentions, you know. And if you're out by yourself, you know, hey, I'm not saying be independent and you know good, but just be caring, you know, be mindful of what's going on, and
Situational awareness is paramount.
That's I've said this a million times. Whenever something bad happens, you had a loss of situational awareness. You know, I was walking, I missed the curb, and I fell. Well, it's because you weren't paying attention. Loss of situational awareness. You should be carrying. And I'll tell you, if you have a dog, that's even better. If you have a big dog, like Krista, with German Shepherds, typically people are going to leave you alone walking German Shepherds.
I used to have Great Danes.
Oh, you used to walk horses, is what you're telling me.
Right. Might be a golden retriever now, but it was Great Danes before him.
Even golden retrievers, as fun and loving as they are, people don't want to walk up to a dog that's fucking 80 to 100 pounds.
Y'all know Magnus. Y'all know he's a goof, and he smiles. He does like Teddy from A Guy in the Golden. Teddy, the famous internet golden retriever.
Yes.
He does that stupid shit, and it's so hilarious. For crying out loud, I got a freaking ski mask on him and took a picture of him, for crying out loud.
And he lets you do it. That's how awesome. Like if I try to put a ski, Harry's right here next to me. If I try to put a ski mask on him, Andrew's getting bit.
He's eating your lunch.
That's right. It'll be like, well, Andrew says goodbye. He's missing a few fingers.
He says goodbye.
That's right. That's right.
That's my strong hand.
3 pit bulls. Sound like
I am surprised that we do not see a certain fellow in here this evening.
Mm-hmm.
Because he's back.
He is back,
He is back.
and we've missed him terribly. And his
I've
wife.
missed that Sasquatch and his wife.
Those of you that don't know, we'll put it out there. We'll do a little PSA. Twin Arrow Survival. Our good friend Justin and his wife Mama Bear, who also has a channel, been out of pocket due to, well, as like Metal likes to say, life sometimes happens, and sometimes things break and it takes a minute to get things fixed. But he did make a post the other day saying he's back. If I'm not mistaken, when I was chatting with him yesterday, I think he's going to try to do a live tomorrow.
Yeah.
He didn't say what time though, but I know he's kind of been a morning live type of guy. So be on the lookout.
If I don't see somebody for a little bit, I start like actually getting concerned. You know, like
Yeah.
I was worried about Twin. I know like some people out there that were kind of outside the pocket. They didn't know what was going on.
Yeah.
I'm like, what's going on with Twin? He's like, he's back. We've been in touch. We've been dropping some Easter eggs here and there along the way that Twin's good. We've talked to him. He's good. He'll be back very soon.
Yep.
And I agree with most styles too.
Yeah.
Women should hit the ranges to practice. And yeah, throwing knives, axes, improvised weapons, even if it's so much as a pen or a marker, a Sharpie, car keys, all of these things. I talk about this stuff quite often on the podcast about being aware of what you have at your disposal. That's part of situational awareness.
Absolutely. We got, let's see, who else popped in here? I thought I saw, DJ the Metalhead Mercenary will be live 1700 hours tomorrow. Outstanding. I thought I saw someone else.
That is your Q&A, correct, DJ? And he has a post out there about questions ahead of time to like get in there. So check out his channel. If you're not subscribed to DJ, go subscribe to DJ. He's got cool stuff, just not like cool guy stuff. He's also got like metal shit, and I fucking love it. Ooh.
So speaking of that, speaking of what you just said there, he is not in right now. The person I'm going to specifically talk about, where I met TD Knives, mainly off grid.
Dante the Pimp.
But he does have a channel. I think it's called DC Fishing. And then we have so many good channels in here. But one thing that is awesome to see, and I bring this up with both Mainly and Everyday Carry. I'm not sure if Everyday Carry's still in here. He was earlier. I was hoping he'd still be in here listening. Fantastic channels that are fantastic about making sure other channels are aware of other channels is the best way to put it. Like doing these lives. Again, I'm going to use Mainly. I'm going to pick on Mainly for a minute because he comes in and I was like, oh, hey, ACR Protect's in here. If you haven't gone and checked out his channel, go check it out. TinMan-Metal's in here. Go check it. And he does that. And he'll give a little snip about their channel, a little bit about what's going on. And he has no qualms. In fact, I was on his live right before this one. And he said, hey, like we're about to wrap up our live. You should go catch Metal and ACR on theirs here in a little bit, And so I want everyone to know that on my live or Metal's live or our lives together, if you're out there advertising your channel, it is welcome. I want you to do that. We're going to do it for you because it's all about the growth and getting information out there so that other people can find other topics of interest. And I'm using Mainly because lately there have been a lot of.
He's a good example.
He is, but there have been so many channels that I have subbed to from Mainly's. I was on, I think it was 210 Outdoors. He does a live every Monday night at 7. He has a camp, and he just goes out there and he's cooking, and it's fun. And maybe it's not your thing, but what I'm saying is you get in another one on Mainly's that it was like an offshoot of Mainly's. This guy, he's a guy over in Ireland, and he has a dog named Bushka, and it's a Malinois like Stella. It is awesome. It is such a fun channel. God, he's got like 3,000 subs or whatever, but he's out there running around with his dog, and it's kind of fun when I'm at work and I put it on in like the late morning, it's like evening time for him. And I get to watch his dog run around like a crazy dog like mine, and meet other folks and find other channels. I mean, just all these little rabbit holes that you go down.
Yep. I randomly found a dude's channel. He's got more subs, whatever. But he's so chill and so cool, and he's so zen. You guys, if you're gun guys, you might like to watch and check out his stuff. I know EDC is he might be subscribed to him. He might be following him, something that's like right close with him. He's called Uncommon Korean.
I've not
My
heard
dude
of him.
used to be a football player, NFL linebacker, big jacked up dude. He shoots competition. He's always got like cool guns like staged in the background of his live. He's got like these light up like jellyfish in the corner and stuff. It's cool. And sometimes he's chilling in the freaking hot tub on his live. And he's just there, just like chilling, like looking like he stepped out of Mulan, like with the top knot and shit. Like he's a modern day samurai from Korea. He is one dude that I totally promote as a rooftop fucking Korean. Right? Dude is cool. He is chill. Like, I love watching his lives because he's just so like cool and like, yeah, man. Like, hey, what's up, Metal? How you doing, dude? He's like cool. I love watching his lives. But he's another guy that's like really cool and chill to just like watch and like just chill and interact with. Like,
yeah, which is what the lives are about. Apparently, Big Bearded Warrior knows him. He's saying he knows who that is. I need to go check that out because that's
yes.
The lives are that's what's fun. I mean, again, mainly, he has this buddy named Dante who has DC Fishing. They catch more crap from me than a portable toilet. I like mainly he pulled out a seltzer one time, and y'all know how I feel about seltzer. I was like, listen, you better fork over that man card drinking that damn seltzer. I mean, and that's what it's about. It's fun. Like I'm telling you, if I'm not giving you a hard time, I probably don't like it. Yeah. So channels, all of you out there, y'all are the best, like truly. And it's so much fun to go to these other channels and just get another experience that you may not have been expecting.
Another one of my local homeboys. I'm not saying anything now. There's no spoiler. There's not going to be a teaser. One of my local homeboys is going to be joining us next week. He has a channel here, and we'll put it out there. Down the road, another one of my boys is going to be joining us. And he's got a bigger channel than what I have. He's going to be joining us. They have really cool channels. One has like a couple videos and some stuff. The other one has a lot. Both of them are good channels to follow because I have no idea what one's going to be posting. And the other one, he's literally right in stride with everybody in this guild with what he's doing. It's just, you guys don't know about him.
Yeah.
He's getting exposure.
But you will.
You will. You will.
You will.
And you will love him and all of his antics. He is just like us. Literally. Beer. Libations.
Yeah.
Like
our peeps.
Training like we do, doing the things. He walks the walk. He talks the talk. He's right there with us. And he's got a channel here, but he doesn't get out there because the algorithm doesn't put him out there. Doesn't put me out there. Doesn't put ACR out there. Doesn't put any of you guys out there. We are doing YouTube's work.
Mm-hmm.
Let it be. Let it be.
Thanks, Gen X. Because I'll tell you, I will personally say everyone that we've had on our lives, it has been a lot of fun. Every single one, and trust me, there's plenty of folks in here that we want to get in our lives,
And we'll get there.
Yeah, it's a good time. It's great getting to getting out there, and again, us getting to know you, and then you getting to know everybody else. It's just YouTube is one of those. It's great. It's awesome. It's awful. It's terrible. It's fantastic. It's shitty. It's demeaning. but I would venture to guess about every channel has had one time or maybe multiple where they're like, I'm done. Like I'm done. The juice isn't worth the squeeze. Whatever. Frustrated. You maybe you got some personal stuff going on. It could be 100 different things. Yeah. But what I will say is that if it wasn't for YouTube, and if I had quit any one of those times I thought about it, I wouldn't have met Metal, and I wouldn't have met Randall, or TD Knives, or Krista, or Robert Ham, or Everyday
Gen X, any of you guys.
Gen X, or let's go through the list.
Big Justin, Bearded, Lawfully, Big Bearded Justin, Warrior, like literally anybody.
Yeah, anybody in here, and I've become, because of this, because of the community, I can legitimately say that I've made what I consider true friends on here, even more so than people I may see that may live damn near next door, because there's just more in common with all of you folk. And hey, I am yet to be able to shake Metal's hand face to face. That day will come. It'll happen.
Oh yeah.
One of these days. In the meantime, we get to do a toast every single Wednesday.
Right.
Talk multiple times during the week. Right. And it's fantastic. And the other cool thing about this is the respect that most everyone has as far as everybody else's time. Because it's one of those, all of us, most of us we're working, we've got families, we're also doing YouTube, we're also participating in each other's lives and everything else. And everyone's mindful of that, so that, because I absolutely, if someone says, man, I missed your live because I was doing something with my family, don't ever apologize to me for it. Is more important for you to do that. And you know what? Hey, if you're able to catch some of it, part of it, none of it, replay it, that's great too. But most people are understanding of that, and I can't thank y'all enough. Like, truly, it's fantastic.
Yeah, absolutely amazing. And it's one of those things where, yeah, we haven't put that handshake in place and spent time together, but we talk all the time. There's a lot of you guys that are in the chat that have emailed me and text me and call me. We talk. Like, it's awesome. I personally, myself, I'm not speaking for Andrew, I'm speaking for myself. I will never monetize YouTube. Never. Because I love doing what I'm doing. Have I fallen off with putting the videos out there? Yes, because of time. I block out this time for you guys in the chat, right? I can talk to you real time about different things. If somebody popped up with a question about something from one of my videos, I will answer it here. Fine, cool, awesome. I will go for that over posting a video and then having Poonslayer69 jumping in and telling me how everything's stupid and I'm wearing my chest rig too low. It's a belly rig. Ha, ha, ha. Dude, I come from fucking LBE.
Where's your staccato?
Where's your staccato? Where's your staccato? Where's your staccato?
Where's your Daniel Defense?
Where's your TDI? Where's your TTI, huh? How come you ain't rocking the Tyrant Tactical? Why don't you have a freaking staccato on your hip? Why don't you have this? Why don't you have that? Why don't you shut the fuck up?
Thank you. There's so many damn internet ninjas that the best ones are when you get that fucking comment. You got someone putting some stupid ass shit on there, and then you go to their channel and zero
2
subs,
subscribers, them and their mom.
Right. No, 0 subscribers, 0 content, but you want to come out here and say I'm doing something wrong. Like, and you know what? I'm not saying I'm perfect. Like I can take criticism. Trust me. Like, it's one of those, I appreciate it, and I appreciate feedback. But there's nothing worse than, like, so who's the real idiot? Like, you took time out of your day to put a stupid ass comment on there.
You came here to my channel,
right? You
to say something dumb.
You spent 24 minutes watching a video that you fucking hated, and and then you put this comment so I can tell Meta, be like, look at this fucking jackass. Like,
right.
So now, right. I mean, you're a fucking loser. Whatever.
Right.
You're an idiot.
There are, for those of you that listen to the podcast over on Spotify, there are 2 new voice characters that are coming to the podcast. So stay tuned.
Spicy.
One is Tactical Todd, aka the Toddler, which is the guy we were just talking about.
Oh, no.
And 2 is the wife of Mel.
I bet she's a darling.
Missy. And as we've talked before, she's going to sound like Roz from Monsters, Inc.
Oh, yes.
So y'all got Tactical Todd the Toddler and Roz / Missy showing up on the podcast.
Oh, that'll be good. So so will we see 63 here next week?
I am working on 63 currently.
Okay.
I am challenged to get 63 out this weekend for early next week release.
Okay. And will you be doing a live on Sunday?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes, I will be doing the BS sesh on Sunday like normal, as usual, if I can. But this Sunday I will.
By the way, Gen X can suck my balls.
Yeah, it can suck my balls, Gen X.
No, kiss my pee.
Well, the fact are you still sucking my balls, Gen X? I thought you weren't gay.
Next time we bring Gen X on, he's gonna have to listen to both of us do Cartman voice the entire fucking live stream.
Dude, I love you, Gen
luck,
X.
Brother. Good luck.
Oh shit!
Screw you,
But
Gen X.
I want to, while we get into the funny stuff here and wrap things up, I want to point out, besides your EDC pistol and having at least a mag or 2 spare, however you are carrying it, please carry it, and those spare mags. Also, make sure you are carrying the basics of survival to some capacity with you. A cutting tool, combustion, a lighter, matches, flint striker, something. Cordage, even if it's 12 feet of paracord, tied off and rolled up in a little hank you stick in a pocket or down in a purse. Or, I don't know, check out the pack that he did the video on, that you can like compartmentalize everything to carry, right there in that one kit. Cutting tool, combustion, cordage, some type of container. Whirl pack makes little stand-up water bladders that you can drop a couple treatment tabs in and roll it up real small and stick it in to treat water. Some type of container, right? A multi-tool, even if it's a freaking little tiny small one like what I have here that has a couple little tools on the outside. It has a flashlight. This one is really freaking cool because it's got a flashlight, but then it's got the little multi-tool on the inside.
Yep.
Some type of multi-tool, even if it's a Swiss Army knife, in that. Carry those kind of things with you as well because it's important. And one other thing I want to point out in that carry as a freaking flashlight. On Sunday, I am going to go flashlights. I am going Candela on Sunday. So make sure you're tuning in. All things Candela, headlamps, hand torches, weapons mounted lights.
It's an illuminating topic.
Clip lights. It's going to be illuminating, as he said. He beat me to it.
Yes. Dad jokes.
I love them.
Yeah, they're so again, another shameless plug about Discovery of Stitches. Another prototype we're working on is a water bottle carrier. So a lot of us, yes. So look at this. So now, you know, and we take places like where I live and where Randall's Little Adventures and TD and, you know, anyone in the South where water is your go-to thing. And, you know, maybe you have some fancy little plastic bottle, you know, but again, those five C's of survival that a lot of people like to talk about are because those are the hardest things to replicate. Not that they can't be, but it's, you know, it's a life when you're in the suck is a lot easier if you have those things, right? And so one thing that we are looking at is some type of water bottle container where you can not only have that, but the survival tins and a couple little extra things and your cell phone and poop bags for your dog's poop when you walk them or whatever. But another way to carry that stuff, because again, like if it's challenging for you to carry it, guess what you're not going to do? Not going to carry it. Not going to carry it. So let's work together to find these solutions and talk with each other in these groups and remind each other. Like that's something. One thing I personally need to do better at. There are two things. I got to get better at carrying medical on my person because I always have stuff in my car, in my work bag, stuff like I always got stuff close by, but never on my person. And I need to do better.
Stand by.
Okay. And then the other are like the survival tins. Like it's one of those, like I have a couple of the little bags. Again, I got them in my other bags, and I don't have one right here, but how hard is it to put an Altoids tin in your front pocket? Like, I mean, seriously, like
I carry two of them every day.
Yeah. So I can do better. There's room for improvement for me. All the other stuff I always have on me. I have lighter and knife and flashlight. I always have water bottles with me. So
I don't smoke, but I carry a lighter with duct tape wrapped around it.
Yeah.
And people give me shit in my videos because I don't pop this little thing out right here, the little child safety thing. But that is extra freaking material for me to use for other things.
Or if it runs out of fuel, guess what? If you have a Vaseline soaked cotton ball and you keep sparking, trust me, it'll catch. It'll catch.
That's chapstick tampon, lip gloss tampon. Chicks, I'm including you. Lip gloss and tampons, lighter without fuel will still light. I've done it out back here in the fire pit. It works. It will work.
Bad Dream just made it in. Good evening, sir.
Bad Dream. Welcome, brother.
I'll check that out here as soon as we wrap this up. Oh, goodness. I don't know. So I kind of stole the show tonight. I apologize.
No,
I did not.
You're perfectly fine. Like I was totally okay with it because I knew you had the soapbox. You needed to go with it, and I let you go with it. I brought in my little survival guy element in the end here.
Let's see. Yeah, I agree with DJ the Metalhead Merchant. I have not put anything in my back pockets other than a bandana.
Bandana.
That's about the best
Left
you get
cheek.
in my back. Yeah. And tip, you know what I picked this up from this channel I watch. His name's Junkyard Fox. He lives out in West Texas. Pretty good channel. He's big. Yeah, he's got a lot, like hundreds of thousands of subs. But one thing he does, like on his belt loop, on his left side, he runs the bandana through it so it's just hanging. And I love that because he's always fishing it, so he can just kind of like get the grime off his. And I do that all the time. Plus, it's just one more one more thing. If it's bothering me, I can have it tucked around there and then dip it in the back pocket, and no one knows, because I don't want people to think I'm flashing Crip colors because I'm wearing a blue bandana,
or red, or camo, or orange,
or something.
No,
Yeah, it's gonna
mine's
offend
always
somebody.
left cheek.
Yeah.
Mine's always left cheek. Wife knows where to go. Y'all know now where to go for a bandana on me, left cheek.
Yeah.
But
yeah, you stole 50 cents from Metal. Way to go.
I got 25 more at home.
That's
It's all
right.
good.
Yeah. I hope you steal the one with all the snot on it, or when he ran out of toilet paper. Good luck, bro. Like,
Be mindful of what day of the week you're grabbing it, because it might not be a snot rag.
right? Like, what? Why can this thing stand up on its own?
Because
wonder.
Garth Brooks was here.
No, you know what? It's worth a lot more. Take that to the sperm bank. It's probably worth $300.
Unvaccinated, by the way.
That's right. Mine have enough DNA to film 7 seasons of CSI. Enjoy that nightmare.
DJ says Frack T bandanas coming soon. Praise be. I want to rock Frack T and be like, oh, this is my boy DJ stuff. Like, you ain't seen it? You ain't seen it? Oh, here, check this out. I'll send you a link.
That's going to be on your website, right? I assume.
The thing is there's a lot of channels out there that are big, huge channels that have affiliates. Not knocking any of them. I love a lot of them. Some of them I'm like, what the hell? What I'm trying to say is we are each other's affiliates at this point. Promote each other.
Yep.
Lift each other up. Never shit on each other, lift each other up. That's where we're at.
So, fun fact, Bad Dream killed a, what do you say, 9-foot rattlesnake, or 5 foot?
Damn.
Yeah, they are good eating though. They're delicious. They're pretty good. That's and that's another thing. Again, another.
Dear Lord, Gen X Gemini, really?
That's good. That's good, Gen X. Touche, good sir. Touche. So those of you that don't know that maybe might be city slickers and not out in the woods and stuff that much, the snakes and stuff are active this time of year. They're very active here, and I know where Bad Dream is. He's in the south as well.
I will be right back. All hell is breaking loose upstairs, and I need to see what this is about.
Okay, yeah, we'll be standing by. So yeah, if you're outdoorsy, just be mindful of the wildlife. You know, I know some people are snakes don't bother them. Other folks, it's their worst nightmare. Just be mindful. You know, if you're out in the woods, you're kind of in their environment. So be careful where you step. That's a fact. Let's catch up on this chat here. Oh my goodness, there have been so. Have I mentioned that y'all are awesome yet? Such a great chat. Always great folks in here. We've had a couple new ones pop in, which is fantastic. Yeah, let's hope things are going well upstairs for Metal there. Maybe the dogs and the cats watch that movie, and now that they realize that they're supposed to be taking over the world. That could happen. I don't know. That could happen. Also, if you're looking for a good show to watch, I started this one last night. I think it's on Amazon Prime. Mobland. Have y'all seen that one? That's one of those. I know a lot of us, we're all kind of the same mindset. Like, we don't have a whole lot of time to watch much, but that Mobland, it has the dude that plays Venom. I'm blanking on his name. It's a great cast. Go check out Mobland if you want something to do. A good binge-worthy show.
Tom Hardy.
Tom Hardy, thank you. Fun show. So everything okay upstairs?
Yeah, the girls were on their walk and they got back and they were out front and the dogs were out there that Magnus didn't get to see his friends.
Oh, is he gonna be
So
okay?
he was bitching about it and like backflipping up there and doing like freaking pancrase and USA Olympics gymnastics off everything, but he's a good.
Dogs doing dog things.
He's like, it's my mom and my friends and my I'm a golden, I'm retarded.
No, they forgot to give me scratches. What the hell?
I wear my belly rubs, damn it.
That's right. Yeah, Tom Hardy. Y'all said Tom Hardy. That's a great show. Don't hold your breath. Oh, TD, are you? No, don't. You know what frustrates me is like, so when you get into something, then you find out that they're not doing any more seasons.
There is a Netflix show called Jupiter's Legacy.
I haven't seen that one. It's good.
It is really good, and then just end.
Okay.
There's no closure to the story, nothing, just end. Into the Badlands. Love Into the Badlands.
Okay.
Great series. Gets up to a point and everything happens, and then it's like, okay, I can't wait for the next season, and nothing. And it was epic. Epic.
Untamed was good on Netflix. If you didn't watch that one with Eric Bana. I watched that when I was sick. That was one of the things like kept me going. That was a good one. There's so much good show, so many good shows, and so many that are fucking terrible. So,
well, like I said, we started watching over the Pirates of the Caribbean.
Okay.
Like I saw the first two, then the third one I literally only saw like the opening sequence with Hoist the Colors.
Yeah.
Hoist the Colors, like when I saw that, I was like, I love that. That's why that is the opening theme to the Tin Man podcast. Hoist the Colors, and with us right now, Hoist the Colors, if it makes sense. Symbology, symbolism. What is the symbolism? Boondock Saints. But like that's all I've seen of Pirates. So I'm like, I have to see the rest.
Yeah.
And she hasn't seen them, so we're like movie marathon and that shit.
It's a good downtime thing, especially get the family involved and stuff. Anytime like that is one of the fun things that I like to do with my family. If there's something that all four of us can sit and enjoy, I mean, we'll go.
Lost in Space, agreed, Gen X.
Yeah, we'll go to like we went and saw the new Superman movie. We went and saw that in the theater. That's something they wanted to do. But if we can do something at home, all of us enjoy it at home too, because we go and get the snacks, or we make some pizza or something like that. And just, you can pause. I need to use the bathroom. So it takes me like 10 minutes to pee because I've been holding it for so long, and I got
Water buffalo.
Right.
And see, I haven't seen a movie in theaters since Captain America Civil War.
What?
We watch them all here.
Yeah. I mean,
watch everything here. I have the home theater and I have all this. I might as well use this. I can grab a beer. I can pause it and go take a piss whenever I want. Go make something to eat and come back.
And if you think about it, so it's not like it's 1984 where a movie came out and you had to wait like 2 years or 3 years or 4 years, like
to
legit,
get it on
like
VHS.
Now, like shit, is a movie's in the theater. You can spend what, $20 to $30 to watch at your house, and I'll tell you, you'll spend more than that at the theater, even with a matinee. Like it'll be depending on the volume of people that are going, and then don't even include food at the theater. Mm-mm. There's another $50 for a soda and some popcorn or whatever. So no, I'm right there with you. Sometimes we do it just to say we're out, you know.
I think the last movie I actually went to theaters to actually see, not as a family, but with one of my boy band buddies, we went to see The Norseman.
Mm-hmm.
Love that movie. Obviously,
it was good.
Norseman. Loved
it. It was long too. It was a long movie. It was over 2 hours.
Yeah, Scout and I went up to see it, and it was a great freaking movie.
Yeah.
But even for me and him, it was like a lot of money. I can do all
Yeah.
that stuff at home here free if y'all get Plex and get Plex account set up and like get into the stuff. You can literally just pull it up on your TV and watch it like a week after it's like out.
Nice. Nice.
Just saying.
Yeah. Well, I know we are creeping up
We
on
are
2 hours.
past our threshold.
We
Yes,
are.
we are.
And both you and I have very early mornings. I'm typically about in bed by now. Because I'll tell you, 3:30 sucks.
Same
It's
for
rough.
me, but my 3:30 is an hour ahead of your
Yeah. It's rough. And I've got
and I'm late shift this week, so it's 4.
okay.
Still
I mean,
sucks.
it does. It
So we're
does.
literally waking up at the same time right now.
Yeah. But you know, today was good because it was a little bit of running around. I got to work a little extra early. I was able to leave a little bit early. Got to get some running around done. You know what we had for dinner tonight that I hadn't had in a long time? You ever had Firehouse subs?
Never.
That's
We have
it's
Jersey
not,
Mike's here. We have Firehouse up in Johnstown, but
so it was pretty good. Now I'll tell you, I won't lie to you. I won't say that it was cheap.
right.
But it was a good sandwich. It was something the family wanted. I was like, you know what? I can pick that up before we before we start our live, eat a sandwich. And you know, but I think that's one of the things that a lot of people have come around to start doing is finding ways to make stuff better at home. A lot cheaper. I've talked about that a million times. Family of 4 going out for a steak dinner is outrageous.
The kids say they want Taco Bell. I'm like, we have Taco Bell at home. I can cook Mexican food way better than Taco Bell.
Yeah.
Just saying.
Yep. I mean, steak night at the house. Like I mean, I can.
I got to send you that link for that crimpet.
Okay. Yeah.
For those quesadillas, I forgot all about it.
But you know, I can go pick up some Nolan Ryan steaks. I can get potatoes, shrimp, beer, wine, whiskey, whatever everyone wants, ice cream, whatever you want for dessert, and it'll be not even $100. Now that same meal out on the town, $500.
Wife and I went to Chili's last Saturday. Had a great meal. I could have done a really solid meal way cheaper. I had a big boy Sam Adams summer ale, had my food, plus we did an appetizer and she got her food and she drank water because she was going to drive.
Yeah.
But like it was like $69 after tip.
Yeah.
I could have fired up the smoker, dove into my fridge, or even went down to the distributor, bought all the stuff at the farmer's market or at one of the, produce stands. Way cheaper.
Yep.
Than going out there.
Yeah.
And I also want to point out I didn't drop out an internet like 17 times.
Yeah, I wasn't gonna say anything because I wasn't trying to jinx it. Like this,
I have wood. I'm knocking on said wood.
It has been a seamless. Like the only time you checked out is when you had to go check on Magnus.
When I had to go upstairs, yeah,
was,
literally, and my feed was still going.
So Glory's not a fan of Firehouse subs. Apparently, so it's a chain. So anytime because like Metal was just saying that he went to Chili's the other night. The last time my family and I went to Chili's, I wasn't impressed. Like I didn't hate it, but it was like, man, like I could.
Last time I went, it was on a gift card, and we didn't pay anything except tip.
Yeah.
But I was like, all right, let's go there. We'd never been to this one, and we haven't been there for like 8 years, so let's go.
Now, if you're ever in Houston, you need to go to this place called King Ranch Texas Kitchen. Yes, that place is legit. That's also ridiculously expensive, but it is very good.
Here, tailgates, Glades Pike Tavern.
Okay.
Amazing.
Okay.
And cheap. Well, tailgates is more pricey, but Glades Pike Tavern's cheaper.
Okay.
But they're both really good.
Excellent. Well, ladies and gentlemen, It is about that time. We have hopefully safely navigated you through your Wednesday evening, so that you can go to bed and wake up on what I like to call Friday Eve.
Friday Eve.
Friday Eve. That sounds a hell of a lot better than Thursday. Like,
Well,
I mean,
Thursday.
I was just getting ready to say, like, I know, but like work wise, meh, like, I got it, because like if I think Thursday, you know what? I'm looking at my bat phone right now. I'm thinking I got a fuck ton shit of calls I got to be on tomorrow. But if I say, hey, it's Friday Eve, it's like, it's not that bad. It's not that bad. I'll be all right.
Friday Eve, I can make it. I can.
Right. Right.
Small goals. Aim small,
goals,
miss
yes.
small.
Yes.
Small victories.
Exactly. Well, this has been another great Whiskey Wednesday, Volume 14, with my main man Metal. As always, thank you. Fantastic studio, fantastic evening with Metal and all of you.
You guys down there in the chat doing your stuff. You're awesome. We appreciate you, and that's why we do this. And I can't thank you enough, ACR, for jumping in here with me every week and having fun and having some
Absolutely.
cocktails and sitting around the bar. It's like we're at Cheers, guys.
That's right.
It truly
Norm.
is. Norm.
He passed away.
He did.
Yeah.
Rest in peace, George Wentz.
There was another one from that show that recently passed away.
Cliff.
I'm blanking.
John Ratzenberger.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Pixar's gonna miss him.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
Welcome to the Himalayas.
For real. But thank you guys for jumping in here with us. Next week we will have a guest, and like I said, a little disclosure, it is one of my local homies, not Mando. Mando's busy doing Mando things.
Right.
But he says hi, and he's still a domesticated moron, and he loves you. And I'm surprised he's not here right now. Probably because he's working.
I did not see him in the chat.
Probably because he's working or not, and playing video games.
Right.
Because that's what my favorite autist likes to do.
I was doing that earlier too. I was getting my ass kicked in Mortal Kombat by my son.
Yeah, and today I get called the Diet Kratos. Which I'm okay with. I look like Kratos, but a diet version.
The Diet Kratos. That's classic.
I love it.
That's
but
classic.
anyway, next week we will have a guest. He does have a YouTube channel, and I will be putting it out there. It's not a big channel, but it has good content. And I'm hoping that this interaction and him coming on Whiskey Wednesday will inspire him to do more. He is one of my apprentices in my extended boy band. So he is a Minuteman. He is a prepper. He is a photographer. He is a tradesman. He does a lot of everything. You guys are going to love it. You guys are going to love it.
Outstanding. I'm excited. I hope y'all are excited.
Yeah. And I will see you guys Sunday. ACR, do you have a Friday live coming out?
Yeah, we're looking at 7 p.m. Friday.
Awesome.
7 p.m. Friday. We'll have a cocktail and ACR and combat tights. I've never once wore tights.
It's a pink elephant thong. Get it freaking right, Justin.
Yeah. Trust me, HR saw it today.
I'm sure they did.
Yeah,
they saw it tail first.
Short trunk. It was cold in her office.
That's why they saw it tail first.
That's right. That's right. Ladies and gentlemen,
And
my best to you all. I'm dry.
I've
got a little.
I got you. Skull. And that is it. It is in the books. I got nothing else.
That's it. We'll see you.
Catch you guys later. Take care. Metal out.